other leaders present here, and then we'll take it from there. So, fellow countrymen, members of the ODM party, supporters, and members of the 4th Estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have taken note of the announcement made by a section of the ODM National Executive Committee in Mombasa yesterday, the 11th of February 2026, purporting to remove me from the position of Secretary General of the Orange Democratic Movement. Let me state without fear of contradiction that this action is illegal and procedural and a blatant violation of the ODM Constitution as well as the principles of natural justice. At no time have I been informed of any allegations against me in the execution of my duties as the Secretary General. Neither have I been invited to respond to any complaints in and out of the party on any matter that would constitute grounds for removal of a Secretary General. Consequently, no lawful organ of the party has invited me to any hearing. Indeed, as far as internal differences in opinion go, my only crime is that I have refused and I oppose any plans and schemes within the party to support President William Ruto's re-election, because I have held and continue to hold the firm position that this country cannot afford another 5 years of kleptocracy. Is not a philosophy that an entire nation can give a second chance. This month marks the beginning of my 9th year as SG of ODM. I am the longest serving individual in that position. To serve that long at the feet of the enigmatic Raila Odinga needed one to summon all reservoirs of wisdom from all possible sources, but most importantly, to remain a true and loyal student of the great icon. Even in the current circumstances, party with loyalty, diligence, and unwavering commitment, because I had a leader in Raila who nurtured young people and young leaders and knew how to bring competing interests and egos into one functional movement. Together, we have defended the Constitution, strengthened internal party structures, and safeguarded the voice of millions of Kenyans who believe in social justice and accountable leadership. My record speaks for itself, and it always will. It is in public domain that my opposition to the party's dalliance with Ruto started long before the Right Honorable Raila passed on. He understood my reasons and accommodated them. It is also a known fact that regardless of what political deals Raila struck with different regimes, he would never have allowed his beloved party to be turned into a mere appendage of State House, where decisions are rubber-stamped after instructions are received from the regime. It is painful to know that sections of the party continue to desecrate the legacy and memory of Raila by turning this party into a theater of the illegal. Just last week, on 3rd February, a gazette notice was released purporting to legitimize the recent changes in party leadership, with the rider asking for public input within 7 days, even though the stated date had lapsed by 3 weeks. Essentially, those who now purport to run the party are aware that, for instance, the new party leader was installed unprocedural and unconstitutional. These shortcuts and illegal edicts reflect the bad manners that progressive institutions and individuals pick up as soon as they get cozy with William Ruto. I leave it to the party members to judge if this really is the path that the Right Honorable Raila Odinga had set for us. Just 4 months after his death, we can all agree that Raila must be turning in his grave. In recent times, many respected personalities within the movement have reached out to me and the rest of the leadership, seeking a middle ground of unity, at least until the National Delegates Convention is called. I may not mention all of them, but the party trustees, and they know themselves, as well as Mama Aida Odinga and Her Excellency Ruth Odinga, the women representative for Kisumu, among others, have worked tirelessly to try and unite the party and renew the spirit of Raila in the party. But it seems the rest of the leadership, answering to instructions from elsewhere, has been unable to embrace dialogue. I want to assure our members across the country that this is not about positions. It is about principle of our party. It is about ensuring that ODM remains a democratic institution governed by rules and not by impulses. And whatever actions I take from here, obviously after wide consultations, I will do so with my head high, knowing full well that I have never once let down my leader, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, or the members of this party who are its backbone. As I said in Busia, Raila did not raise cowards. He did not teach us to run away from hardship or challenges but to confront them. Through all lawful means, we shall fight for this great institution until the very end. We will challenge every illegality in the courts of law and in the court of public opinion. Surrender is not an option for us. I urge our members to remain calm, steadfast and committed to the ideals that brought us together. ODM is bigger than any individual and it must remain anchored in justice, transparency and respect for its own constitution. Even as we confront the spectacle of stagnation against progress and liberal versus conservative clashes in our politics, we shouldn't fall for the allure of easy largesse and cheap promises made to the electorate for the sole purpose of perpetuating the age-old slavery visited on citizens of this nation by a regime lacking in legitimacy. I remain a loyal member and the duly elected secretary from this endeavor. I am grateful to all of you for all the messages of support, and I want to assure you that we will be back to the grassroots bigger and more energized beginning this Sunday in Kitengela. Thank you very much and God bless you. So we will allow the deputy party leader to say a few things. The Honorable Governor James Orengo will say a few things, and the Honorable Winnie Odinga will say a few things. Then we will take questions.
Thank you. I think a few days back, I raised an alarm that ODM party is now being removed from setup. And I also raised an alarm that there is an attempt to do a hostile takeover of ODM party. Not baseless. I want to inform you that last Sunday, I received a call from chairperson of ODM, Madam Gladys Wanga. And Gladys Wanga gave the call to party leader, Orengo Odinga. And Honorable Guru requested a meeting with me, which we set for Monday. And on that Monday, I requested that meeting I attend with the Secretary General because it is important that the top leadership of the party discuss. And Honorable Guru came to that meeting with Junet Mohammed. The meeting was held at Honorable Bosire's house. And also we had our trustee, Amos Wako. And in that meeting, we raised a number of issues. One, which we agreed that the meeting of NEC that had been scheduled for Mombasa be delayed, be postponed until we get consensus in the party. We also agreed a team of trustees led by our elders, Honorable Amos Wako, Honorable Nyang'nyong, Honorable James Orengo, Honorable Bosire and others, continue with the mediation process in the party. I am surprised that Honorable Guru told us that he needed to consult further. That consultation, he did not consult it to ask our members, especially in our stronghold, to remain calm, that Sifuna is going nowhere. And I had said that if Sifuna goes, I will also go. I want to say that these members have agreed that we will fight the war. And we still recognize Sifuna as our legitimate Secretary General, as you will discover shortly. Which is an act of evil. They know themselves. I'm not going to mention their name. To assist William Ruto to wreck this party, we will not allow you. And that's why we are saying, from this weekend, we are going to the people. We are going to our supporters, starting with Kitengela.
AI certificates, not college degrees, not years of experience, AI skills for free.
Legacy of Raila Amolo Odinga. state that the illegal removal of Sifuna from office by this team, and I want to condemn I stood for fair and trial, and the meeting that took place in Mombasa was an illegal meeting. That was a kangaroo meeting that was set up to remove the current Secretary General of ODM, Edwin Sifuna, from office. I want to state that these leaders were seen at one point in Mombasa taking sacred oath to uphold and protect the party constitution, the same constitution that they are violating. There was no proper procedure that was followed. And I want to state that there is no way that illegal office holders can remove a legal office holder, SecGen, from office. Lastly, I want to state that the only mistake Sifuna committed and the only mistakes that we are committing is to fight for the downtrodden, to fight for the forgotten in this society, to fight for the less privileged in Kenya, to fight for jobs to be given to our youth, to fight against the high cost of living in this nation. These are the only crimes that we are committing. To assure you, the war has been declared, a line has been drawn. If you are on our side, you are on our side. If you are on the other side, on the other side. This is not many times. Casualty of this was removed as Deputy Organizing Secretary via a WhatsApp message. You know very well that our party constitution to remove a NEC member, and I'm elected member of parliament on ODM ticket twice from a very volatile, extremely non-ODM zone. From Westlands to the border of Malaba, the only member of parliament the ODM has removed through a WhatsApp message. This is a sad day. There is a time when we lost our election in 2013 and the Baba declared democracy is on trial. The ODM democracy is indeed on trial. It is a sad moment for us to gather here as people who believed in the ideals, ideologies, and the philosophies of Baba Raila Odinga to complain about the very part that we have built through blood and sweat. It is indeed a sad moment for Kenyans. We are here to declare war. There is a coup that has happened in ODM. In olden days, coup plotters were supposed to have been stoned to death. Coup plotters were stoned to death. But we're in a democracy. That's why the SG is going to use the right legal channel. I also instructed my lawyers to use the right internal dispute mechanism, failure to which will also go up the ladder through the justice channels. We want to urge all the supporters to remain calm, resilient. We are going to the people. We are going to continuously sell the ideals of Baba Raila Odinga. He is an institution. You can kill ODM, but you can never kill the ideology, the ideals of Baba Raila Odinga. And that is what we are going to stand for. We are there. We will protect ODM. We will protect what Baba stood for. He is an institution. Baba's name will never be erased in the political limelight of our country. Baba stands in the steps of Kennedy of US. Baba's name is that of Mandela of South Africa. That for you to become a president of Kenya, you will never become a president of Kenya without the name Raila Odinga in your campaign. We will protect
as Edwin Sifuna in public in the discharge of his functions as Secretary General. I shudder to think that mere minions, people who have got